Alright, here's the wrap up. Several thoughts. We went 2 and 2 that time, but both losses were to a deck that I hadn't seen before, and a deck that did some pretty gnarly things against me. Also, I played terribly against that deck. I've been thinking about more and more. Like, in that last game that I lost, I really needed to just keep waiting until I had a lethal attack, because by like running into him over and over again, I was just fueling his fire. He was able to just keep like dredging up his Stinkweed Imp, and I was pretty much just turning on his deck for him. Like, I almost milled him, but that was not really the right strategy. I'm pretty sure the right strategy was just to hope to outdraw him, because like on average, especially with Brainstorm, I probably have a better Brainstorm and the 4 like cycling lands. I probably have better top decks, and once I get like a Blighted Agent out and Invigorate and a Vines, it's pretty much over a Rancor or something. So by letting him continue to cycle his stuff and get his Fume Spitter back and like do the attrition against me, I was basically shooting myself in the foot. That said, I think there's a very clear step we can take to prevent that matchup from being so awful, even to that extent, like beyond just playing better, which is I think I'm going to bring in these Gleeful Sabotages over the Crumbles, and I'm going to bring in a 4th over the 4th Negate, because as much as I do need the negates against the control deck, I really think siding in 3 is probably fine anyway. And I definitely don't want to take out Intervenes or Hydroblasts. So I think for now, because I believe that is the worst matchup, I'm going to try 4 Gleeful Sabotages. It can destroy an artifact or enchantment, and I can conspire it. Like, if I happen to have enough Glistener Elves and Blight Mambas out, I could destroy 2 things, like against Affinity or something, which might be huge, which makes it basically a strict upgrade over Naturalize. Um, as for thoughts for like where I think I'll take this deck next time, um, I removed some of the Lonely Sandbars and Tranquil Thickets to make room for the Adventuring Gear. I think I might try bringing in a second Adventuring Gear and removing all of the cycling lands, because you really just want to be playing lands at that point. That's one thing I might try. Um, I might try Mutagenic Growths over Giant Growths, because the like turn 3 or turn 2 kill, I guess, is not been that happening. Like, I should calculate the odds of the turn 2 kill, basically, because it's Glistener Elf plus Rancor or Adventuring Gear or Bonesplitter plus Giant Growth and Invigorate. But like, if you have to do Vines plus Giant Growth, you have to wait till turn 3 anyway, in which case you've probably gotten in a hit with a Glistener Elf. But maybe if you don't have a Glistener Elf, if you have just a 2 guy, then that gives you the turn 3 kill. So those are the things we have to think about. But I still like the rest of the sideboard, and I think the deck is still working. I believe... I'm not sure whether this version's better than the first version. I do want to keep developing it, though, and we'll see if we're moving in the right direction. Like, it could have also just been bad luck. I think my draws were fairly bad against those last 2 matches against the same deck, so some of this might be me overreacting to just the experience against that deck. So probably the right thing to do is just not make too many changes, maybe even not make any changes to the main deck, and just bring in the Gleeful Sabotages and try another daily event. So the other thought I had was maybe bringing out Blight Mambas for Cyst Bearers. As much as they were fine in that deck, against that deck, like, because of the regeneration, Cyst Bearers would have been way, way better, because it's another thing that he can't kill with his Fume Spitters. And like, the Fume Spitters were really what was killing me. So yeah, I think I am going to do that. I think I'm going to take out the Blight Mambas. And it's not Cyst Bearers, it's actually just Cyst Bearer. And we'll bring in 3 Cyst Bearers. And give this a try. I don't think I'm going to bring in the second Adventuring Gear. I'm almost tempted to bring in the second Adventuring Gear, though. So anyway, I'll make that decision, and I'll show the deck again next time, and we'll see how that goes. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will catch you with another Pauper or draft very soon.